So this is the Turing Test. It's a sort of 3D puzzle game along the same lines as Portal and the Talos Principle. It's probably a little bit more like the Talos Principle in that it doesn't have, it doesn't have the crazy, world navigation puzzles that you see in Portal. And it also has a very different attitude. It's not sort of the comedy of Portal, the sort of sarcastic attitude. It's much more like the Talos Principle in that it's kind of got a more of a philosophical bent. You are, or I am, I should say, a member of a crew of a space colony on Europa.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
So, I am a member of this space colony on Europa. I was actually up in a satellite, and something went wrong with the colony. I lost contact with my fellow crew members, and so I came down in a pod, and I've got this AI counselor guy with me, a guy who, this robot basically who runs the colony. He's talking in my ear, and it looks like the colony down here is different. They use these prefabs to build this weird maze that keeps me from getting to them. And the theory that my character is operating under is that this is actually a Turing test. That these are lateral thinking puzzles that only a human could figure out how to solve. A robot would not be able to. Okay, so which makes me think that the problem is my crew is probably afraid of my robot companion. That's my guess right now, is that this guy, this AI who talks into my ear, there was a copy of him that was here running things, and there was a copy of him up with me in the satellite. Now I've brought the copy from the satellite with me, but there's another copy of him down here. And so my guess about the story is that he is scary to my crew, that they want to keep him away. And so I think that they've given me this series of puzzles so that I can get there without him. Or that he can't get there without me, or something. So so the puzzles in this game are all these little door locking puzzles. So for some reason, I'm trying to remember what that means. I think maybe this thing has to have no power in order for that door to open. Let's see. Hold on. Let's pick this guy up. Okay, yeah, so that door is open when that thing is unpowered. And then when it's powered, the doors switch, basically. So, okay, so here's what I need to do. I need to collect this little power guy, put it here, turn on that bridge. Let's set this on top of the bridge. Then go through this door. Grab that power source. That thing drops down. This door closes, this door opens. I come in here, I fire that into the hole, and we're through.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
You can tell he thinks he's superior. So, hey, Zarnathium. And, yeah, that's right. I'm actually... so Zarnathium has visited me when I've been streaming in the morning, my time. But this is... I haven't been streaming in the evening hardly at all, mostly just because it's difficult to do with 4 kids. But I managed to get them to bed on time, and my wife and I have sort of agreed that we're going to try to make this work. That, 9 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to try to stream at my house. Because I don't have access to the audio room at work anymore, and so that's basically making it impossible for me to stream this way from the office. So we're going to try doing it from home, and I'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, if it turns out that it's just kind of too hard to keep up with the kids, then maybe this won't work at all. But I'm glad to see you guys here. You too, Captain Kitty Cat, even though you're saying weird things to me. Okay, so here's one of those little slides. So I need to get a little power thingy. I don't know what to call these. Little power orb? Little power orb up here to open that door. So... let's see. So I have inserted it there. So now I grab this and raise it up. So this feels like a bit of a tutorial here. Pull that out, shoot it in there, and here we go.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Yeah.
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Okay, so I can't really go anywhere. This is... you fall through this when it's not blue. Got this one that's on. Can I get more? Can I get as many as I want? Or no, okay, it gets rid of the old one. Can't jump very high in this game. Hey, Dan31, you made it! And Chronatosis, I haven't seen you in ages. It's good to... Is this a much better time for you than the times I've usually been streaming? Let's see here. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that the game lived up to the title. I kind of presumed that the Turing Test was just chosen as a title because it was a familiar term. Oh, I can actually grab that. I didn't realize. And not because it actually meant something, but no, they literally are trying to... This is a Turing Test. Okay, so... we want both of these on, right? So it's interesting, so they've got 2 different kinds of little power sources. They've got the ones that I can grab and move around, and they've got the ones that you can shoot from afar. And each source is one or the other. I wonder if... I think I'm going to want access to that one, so let's swap them. Holy crap, that's a lot of light. So we want that. And then... ooh, another one. Aww. Yeah, it's nice to see you too, Chronatosis. Okay, so I need to... dang it. What do I need to do? I need to get 2 power cores into that, and this bridge needs to be operational. I mean, I can grab this one from that ledge. In fact, I can grab both of them from that ledge. I probably don't need to carry one all the way up. The real question is... If I could get that one... Okay, so what I might need to do is find a way to cart that other one all the way up here. The one that comes in a box. Not sure there's a great way to do that. Oh, so bright. Ah! What is happening right now? Okay. Okay, so this is where I started, but now I've got... Well, I thought I had a third one. Can I not reach it from here? Alright, so we gotta see if we can get this little guy all the way upstairs. That's probably where they gave me the dispenser down below. Alright, so this is all I can reach from here. Let's get him across this. And then from up here I can grab that, carry it into that. Bring this guy here. Now that he's holding that open, I've ascribed these things gender and probably sentience. I can make it across, and now I can... Oh, I'm blinded! Install... Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? Okay, whatever. Anyway, here we go.
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Okay. So this door opens when this beam doesn't make it through. Oh, does this one also control the same thing? Or does it... Oh, okay. So now I have a ramp. So now I don't need this door to be open. So I can shut it. Dan 31 says, why not stand over the overlap? Well, I can, but I couldn't make it to the ending of that level just by standing on that, if that's what you're asking.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. A process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
Okay, So, get this as close as I can to that beam. And then switch the beams over. So we have an unbroken stream of power going to the magnet, and then I can get it the rest of the way over. And then can I grab that guy from here, or do I need to drop it? I feel like I'm probably getting cancer right now. So, grab that. Fire it in. There we go.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative? But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So, I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Huh. Alright, so there's a camera watching me, and anytime it can see me, it closes this door. And I love that they didn't just arbitrarily make that up. Like, this world has got a logic to it, so that to have a camera turn something off, they had to put this little polarity reverser, or whatever this thing is there. Like, they had to actually assemble this using the logic of the game. They couldn't just say, and now this camera closes doors. Like, no, closing a door means you have to deny it power. Denying it power using a camera, which apparently usually provides power, means you have to reverse it. So, I mean, it makes the entire game hang together so much better to have completely consistent internal logic like that. Alright, so I want to be right between the camera and I think so. If I stack up enough of these, and this is what the AI was saying, right? That, like, you discern one particular use for an item, and then you just only think of that item as having that use. And what they're trying to do is create puzzles where you use something in a way you wouldn't normally use it. And that's supposed to defeat the AI's ability to solve them. Alright, let's see if I got that in the right spot. What the? What? So the first time I got to one of these, it was a little text conversation. And actually, the very first one of these I was exposed to, the AI said, "Oh, I don't think you're ready to solve this yet." And I thought he was telling me it was something I was going to come back to later. That should teach me to listen to things like that. Because I missed that first puzzle. I never did it. And I don't think I can go back to it effectively. Is this an early version of the game? Both of these, right? What is this? The crap was that? Okay. So yeah, I feel like I missed out on that entire puzzle at the beginning, and I feel bad. Okay, so we've got an intermittent one here. That doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, normal. Oh, I see. What they gave me an empty one, so I could swap them out. I can load multiple ones in? What? I didn't even know that. Okay, so what I need to do is grab that one, stick it there. Oh, jerk. So how do I... Oh, so Chronotosys, are you... So I don't know anything about this company. Are you saying that the game that the little fake game, the little snippet of a game that I just played, had something to do with... Oh, I want an intermittent one in here, don't I? That was a version of an older game that they had made before? So I need an intermittent one in that slot. Let's grab this. Fire that one in there. I had no idea I could load multiple ones into my gun. Come here. Yeah, that's why it moves so fast, because it's... Oh, come on. Because it's timed to perfectly match the intermittent thing. Oh, God! Come on, how hard can this be? Pretty hard. Okay, so Chronotosys says that little snippet of game was from Numa: The Breath of Life. I remember seeing that title. I didn't know what it was. I never played that one, but yes, all right. Well, I'm just another. I thought it was going to be the end of the puzzle, but oh, I need to grab an intermittent one. In order to make this work, right? Can I reach? Oh, that's... Okay, I was looking back over here. That's why I've got this angle. Grab that guy. Alright.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
So I have to switch this thing. While I'm in that airlock, basically. So I wonder if this will drop this thing. Aha! Okay, that's how that works. Now we'll do this properly. So I come in here, and I'm like, take that.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
You know, I usually grab every Xbox... Oh, that's interesting. So it's a connection that it takes time to make. Interesting. So do I need to line something up? All right. Okay, so that's irrelevant. No. Oh. Huh. All right. I get it. I'm doing this poorly. That's... Come on. There we go.
So what was the need to send us here?
When the ISA discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Bunch of different things it can connect to. So yeah, so Chronotosis is reading about the history of this studio. It says in 2015, UK-based studios Deco Digital and Bevel Studios released their first-person puzzle game, Numa Breath of Life. Towards the end of the year, the two studios merged to form Bulkhead Interactive, the developer of the Turing Test. So yeah, so this is the same company, and now this is making me, actually, I've been really enjoying this game. It's been making me want to go check out what else these guys have done. So Numa the Breath of Life might very well be in my future. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying before, like I usually grab every free game on Xbox Live. I must have missed this one somehow. Alright, so I can open this door but not the other one at the same time. Okay. Well, let's see what's in here. Oh, wait. Not quite. Let's try again. There we go. Oh, wait, is that a... Oh, I know what that's for. Hold on a sec. That there. Let's do this first. Oh, that's what it was. I guess I should have recognized that ramp. I thought it was going to be like a racing platform or something. There we go. I assume I need to bring this guy through here. It opens that door on that side. And then I assume that whatever I do there... Okay, that raises that up. But... to what end? And the exit must be there, right? Aha! There we go. That was kind of disappointing.
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
Interesting. Dan31 says that he absolutely loved the marble statuesque sort of stuff they had going on in Numa. So I'm trying to get up there, I imagine. Maintenance.
This confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
So there, between the sections of levels, there are these like little story sections where you can look through a space that the crew has inhabited, examine it, pick up pieces of the story. The thing that's weird is the stuff that I was picking up in the last room wasn't about Tom. wasn't about the AI that I'm talking to. It was about some strange symbiotic life form they'd found that was really good at repairing DNA. And so it seemed like there was like, I mean, and they were also worrying about implants in their heads. And so I get the sense, I mean, maybe these things are all related. Maybe these, like, somehow the alien life form got into their brains and then somehow crossed the gap through the implants and got into the AI, and that everything's connected. Or maybe not. Maybe there's red herrings. I'm really not sure what to think about what's going on in the story.
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here. We should carry on.
Okay, so it's powering, or it's actively unpowering that door. So I may need to get... Can I step up on this? That doesn't seem like it's meant to be effective. Yeah, probably not. Well, let's climb up here and see what we get. Okay, so I can't cross unless I have something here. I've got a magnet. Okay, so I need to move the little dudes to the magnet. Boink. Yeah, Chronotosis is giving more details about the implants, pointing out that they basically designed so that when the people at this space colony, call it a colony, research station, if they did things that the company didn't like, oh, I know what I'm doing. The implants would make them feel guilty, make them feel bad. Can I grab it from there? Really? And if they did things the company did like, it would make them feel good. And somebody figured it out, and the others were all resisting him, and probably because the implants were telling them to. Alright. Let's see what that does. So there's definitely insidious stuff going on here. And the thing is, I'm given the fact that that I have witnessed all this stuff, that I've as the character, I've messed with all these things and I've looked at them and I've figured out what was going on. I'm surprised my character isn't talking.
They really are trying to lock me out of every system. This is ridiculous.
What have you done to upset them, Tom? Why have they cut off communication?
Perhaps they have a problem with authority.
Well, this seems straightforward. Probably too straightforward. Wait, what? Okay, so there's two kinds of intermittent. Go on opposite schedules. And one of the reasons I was able to get this one so fast was because I had already done that other one where I had to construct something like this slowly. That's the one that I'll be able to reach from above. So it's the one that I'm going to use. Oh. Okay. Reach any of the green ones down here? Don't think I can. Let's see how far I can get. If we can get that far. These two have to move. What happens if this one doesn't move? Is the purple on this supposed to be a hint? Yeah, I love this idea that they're worried about the robot making ethically bad decisions while they're, in the meantime, manipulating people's free will, and like, this company is doing all these terrible things in the name of ethics. Okay, so I'll get the one purple one. That one's green. Oh, okay, because that one's facing up. That's what what I had to do. Alright. Just needed to move this one so that it was in position for me to manipulate it from afar. Then I can get across these ones that are intermittent, and then use this last one, boom, to get up. Alright. No. There we go.
They are trying to sabotage this mission. I need you to help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
I thought you were in control.
I thought I was too. The ground team have attempted to systematically remove me from most of the facility. I am fighting back.
So it's kind of a weird coincidence that my character's name is Turing.
What's going on here, Tom?
Sorry?
The ground team, they're hiding from us. They're afraid of you.
As the instrument of the ISA, I am the authority aboard this station. The crew have violated that authority. They are trying to remove me from my own home.
Not sure why I did that exactly. Oh, I've got... I didn't realize I had two-dimensional control over this. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting coincidence that my character's last name is Turing, and we've spent a lot of time talking about Turing tests. Wait, what? What's going on? Alright. So I need to not try to drop that right there. Let's put it there instead. Oh. I don't know what this is powering. Okay, so before I do this... Okay, so what I need is intermittent power to this guy, I think. So what is powering this guy? So is it just an accident that thing's not filling with light? Because I think it's working. I want to pick up this light and put it there. Okay, so there's something I need to bring in from the other room? I can't. This thing clears anything in my inventory. I keep wondering if there's a way to shut this thing off, have it drop the thing at the right moment, but I'm not really seeing that. Oh, see you later, Dan31. So I probably already missed you. What time is it? Got 9 minutes left. Let's see if I can solve this puzzle in that time. There it is. Couldn't see the power on that thing. Okay, okay, got it. So, go away. I still don't know what this does. It's really interesting, the lensing effect that they use to show me where that thing is in space. Sometimes that lensing effect actually makes it harder for me to tell where it is because of the way it bends the image behind it, but... Alright. Oh. Right. And that's why that thing is in here. I was wondering what that was about. So, with that thing intermittent, it's just going to keep picking up and dropping that cube.
I am breaking through their security, trying to get back control.
I mean, is it going to be the same thing again? No power anywhere. Also turns on that. Okay, I don't think that's going to work. Take that out, and it's constant. But then I need to... Do I need to put it back in? Well, that's wrong. There we go.
Ava, I do not want to force your hand. But what do you remember of the ground team?
They're good people.
Sarah?
The hardest working woman I've ever met.
Right. Do you see them as the rebellious type?
They didn't strike me as rebellious. If they've taken down parts of your system, they must have their reasons.
Works even like this. That's the only thing that opens this door. But I don't see a way through here. Chronotosis says, one thing I do like about puzzle games is the introduction to what is seemingly a simple object, and they progressively make that same object more complex. Yeah, and I think that what's interesting is like the object itself doesn't actually change. So it's like they don't really change anything about the object. What they change is like your understanding of the number of different uses that object has. Like you progressively learn that the world is more interesting. And in that context, objects take on new meaning. But you don't have to learn a new rule about the object, really. It's just sort of, especially, 3D puzzle games that are based on the real world, where you can expect things like, if I stack up a bunch of blocks, then they will, let's see, it'll make a, crap. They'll make an obstacle. So it snaps back really fast. If I'm right here, then I can steal that. And the shape here told me what I needed was the intermittent one. So this configuration makes it easier to solve the problem in there, because I know I can't I'm not supposed to bring the blue one in here, that'd be too obvious. Actually, no, that doesn't tell me that. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about.
What do these tests tell you, Ava?
That this is a test?
No, this is a lock. This is a lock that only a human can open. The crew is trying to keep me out, but you are the key, Ava.
Yeah, so I don't know why I'm agreeing to this. Probably just because I'm worried about my friends. Okay, so we got a thing over there. Okay, so I'm powering something. No idea what it is. Oh, what? Okay. Forgot to interact with that on my first way through. Oh, that didn't help anything. Hey, come back. Right, so what did that thing do? Oh, it turned off the bridge. So having something on that turns off the bridge. Okay, so putting something on that closes that door. So I can't start with something on that. But if I grab this guy, move him over here. Yeah, exactly, Chronotosis. I'm really feeling a bit used by Tom right now. Alright. Oh, really? Screw you. Move that over there. Alright. So now, if I go, whee! I like that there was no reason why that platform had to be so far down a cliff. I think it's mostly there just so that I can't quite tell what it does at first. I gotta explore to figure it out. But it also is just fun. So.
I'm a little bit worried about you, Tom. Can you give me a diagnostic of your systems?
I am fine. We must get to the biolab. I have something to show you.
Never trust somebody who says, we have to get somewhere. I have something to show you. Well, it's been an hour. I need to probably get back to work around my house. So thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me, Chronatosis, and Dan31, if you ever watch the rest of this on YouTube. It was good having you here, too. Zarnathium, too, I believe. I don't even know if Zarnathium's still here. But it was good to have you guys. And I'm hoping this will work out, streaming at night like this. So